What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages? Joker back again, once again. So recently, a popular Destiny streamer, probably the most popular Destiny streamer, Glad, set the Destiny community ablaze with controversy. This was like Civil War II Electro Boogaloo. Brother against brother, sister against sister, mother against daughter, father against son, Captain America versus Iron Man, Star Wars versus Star Trek when we all know Stargate is better, Superman versus Goku. People were losing their fucking shit. And worse, they were harassing Glad, sending him death threats, and being all around toxic fuckholes. So what did the most popular Destiny streamer do to garner such vitriolic hate? Did he say something racist, anti-Semitic, transphobic, homophobic? Did he abuse his platform to pressure men and women into doing things for him? No. Did he molest someone? Abuse someone? Did he harm someone underage in horrific ways? No. Huh. Well, shit. What did he do? Well, it turns out he had the sheer audacity to say, and I quote, "So, I've never really touched on this publicly yet, but the Deepstone Crypt was a 9.5 out of 10 day one experience. But the difficulty felt off. It was easy to stay alive and didn't feel overly challenging from an underleveled perspective. I feel it should have felt more endgame. Personally, 6 to 7 hour blind raid clears for a handful of top tier teams is kinda short for a full-size raid. I'd love to see things linger at the 8 to 12 range. I mean this with no disrespect at all. A day one emblem shouldn't be a handout. It is the most prestigious PvE event in the game. It should reward preparation and hard work and time invested. When 5k to 6k teams get a day one clear and world's first is 6+ hours, something is off, in my opinion. Oh my fucking god. He did something worse than anyone could ever imagine. Worse than abuse, worse than racism, worse than doxing and cheating and hurting other people. He had a lukewarm take, at best, about an aspect of the game he's passionate about on the internet. Oh right, but lest I forget myself, the worst thing that you can do on the internet is have a divergent opinion. And what did Glad get for his troubles? For his mildly tepid, air quote, hot take. It got him death threats and all sorts of other harassment. But I guess it's okay to attack and dehumanize internet personalities because, you know, they just think a multi-billion-dollar corporation could do a little better when it comes to making a game. And to be clear, it's one thing to disagree with Glad. In fact, I sort of agree and disagree with this take because gasp, shock, horror, lightning crackle, this marvelous thing called nuance. I do think the Deepstone Crypt was easier because people had more time to prepare, because COVID has more people at home with more time on their hands. They were given 2 weeks to prepare. And I think it was easier because players found out relatively quick ways to exploit the leveling system in ways that were not intended. But mostly, I think it was easier because Destiny is a 6-year-old game and we've been doing raids for years. Does this delegitimize anyone who in their opinion thought it was hard? No, not at all. This is something we call nuance. And in my take, I do agree that it was easier, but offer an explanation as to why I think it was, and do so without delegitimizing the experience of anyone who thought it was hard. What I've just demonstrated for the slower people in the class is what rational people do when they disagree with an opinion. They provide a counter-argument to that opinion, or try to explain why perhaps the perspective is off. The other thing rational human beings might do is just not care. They don't harass people. They don't send death threats to others. I'm just fucking saying you deranged psychopaths. And I mean it. Like, no shit. I have the receipts for a conversation where I literally had some dude or dudette on the internet say, well, I didn't participate in the hate, but how is what these people are doing to you and Glad any different from what you do to Bungie? Aren't you kind of asking for it, being as toxic as you are? Whatever happened to bare fucking minimums? Whatever happened to human fucking decency? Just how? Explain to me, through what Herculean leap in logic that us mere mortals will never be able to comprehend, do you arrive at the conclusion that calling out a multi-billion-dollar corporation saying, hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if you're willing to, you could improve these aspects of the game and correlate that with being the exact same thing as harassment and death threats. Like, how? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, because somebody said something mean about your favorite game, you're now entitled to want them fucking dead? What the actual fuck is wrong with people? Being obsessed with a game is not a personality trait. It isn't charming. Harassing people, telling them to kill themselves, wanting them dead because a video game is all you fucking have in your life isn't cute. It's sad, and you're sad. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Remember to like, yada yada yada, bullshit. But above all else, stay frosty.